Right, we'll now move on to our final role, the captain's role. As captain, obviously you're in a different position than what you are in the Aegis and the original. You are now sitting next to two NPC players, both Spock and this lieutenant, random lieutenant person. As captain, you're in charge of the ship, you're in charge of telling the crew what to do, and you're in charge of ensuring the ship's safety. So there's a lot of weighing on your shoulders, because obviously you have to protect your ship, you have to protect your crew, and you can't let anything die. But for this tutorial, we're going to show over the role of the captain and what they can do. And I'm obviously going to show you the view screen controls, which I'll show you last, which is the last on the list on this role. As captain, you can accept incoming hails. So from this button here, you can accept answering incoming hail from anyone out there. It could be a friendly ship, like a Federation ship, or it could be a civilian vessel, or it could be the enemy who wants to speak to you. Below it, you have the red alert controls, which obviously just activates red alert. I'm not going to do for this presentation because the crew will go crazy. Let's just say that. But yeah, as captain, you also have an iPad-looking object, which contains all your mission parameters on it. So let's open that up now. So we're on the objectives menu. And basically this tells you the objectives of the mission. So currently our mission is to catalogue gaseous anomalies, investigate the anomalies in the RNA system. You can see that below it. We press that, it comes up with more detailed explanation of the objective. So currently it says warp to RNA system, and then below that it says Starfleet has requested scan data from anomalies in the trench. So that basically tells you the objective that needs doing. Now, we got the ship status. So basically this is monitoring the Enterprise status. You can see the hull, you can see the shield, and you can see the torpedoes. As you can see, I forgot to mention this in my tactical video, but you got 50 torpedo launchers. So you got 50 torpedoes loaded on this ship. And so just use each of them wisely, okay? Just don't go mad on them, because it's still limited, like the Aegis. But it just has more than the Aegis, really. You can also see the power grid, where operations allocate power between systems. And you can also see the environmental warnings on the ship. So if you're in an anomaly, it'll come up here. But unlike the operations, it'll take time to display each environmental warning that is going on. Next, you got the local map. Now, for the local map, you can see what's out there, and you can see what's nearby. But obviously it's not like the warp or impulse map, so there's that. Yeah, you can select targets, and then if you're in an AI crew, you can order the person to actually go to it, or whatnot. So if I select a station, I told Helm to approach target, they will go to it. Only works with AI crew, by the way. So don't try it out for yourself. As captain, you can also take over AI stations yourself and monitor that station. Extremely useful if you're in a 3-man crew, and if the AI don't do what they're supposed to be doing, then you can take over and do what you think is right, really. I'm sure that the crew will have no objections. But also be aware, you're not the only one who can take over stations. The crew of the ship can also take over stations as well, so just be aware of that. But obviously, you're the captain, you can order them as well. If you wanted to be at that station and they take it, you can order them to go back, and they refuse, then you can just kick up on the game from the players menu. Next, we got the impulse map. So like what I showed on the Helm tutorial, you can set impulse course. Not you physically. If you have an AI crew, then it can happen. But if you have a player at the helm, then it won't work. You can just set a course and tell them where they're going that. But if I wanted to set one to the asteroid field, which for the purpose of this demonstration will not, because everyone will go crazy otherwise, then yeah, you can do that. Basically with the AI helmet. Only works with AI crew, by the way, to set a course on the map. If I set a warp, like helm, I can set a warp course to Arna, right there. If I've AI helmet will set it, I can set it. But if I have a player at the helm, then I can't set it. I can just press it, but it won't do anything otherwise. Now this is the part that everyone finds complicated, mostly new players. If you're an experienced player of this game, then you won't find it complicated at all, but this is for the new players. You have, as captain, you have control of the view screen, the display mode. So obviously you have the off menu, which just displays the normal screen view of what the ship would be like. You have the target view, which displays our target, but also has our ship in there too. Not a straight angle, so it's not useful in tactical combat, really, or when flying around. You got the exterior view of the ship. This is extremely useful in tactical combat, but it also depends on the captain, because every captain has a different view, and some of them, they'll say it's normal, so just be aware of that. And the magnified view. This gives you a close-up view of the target on screen, but also will affect ship's function, especially for helming tactical. They will not know where they're going, so they'll need help. That's where you have the navigation come in. You turn this on, and everyone else can see what you are doing. So they can see what you selected, and they can see where they are heading to. If it's in the center, that means they're dead on target and they're going straight to it. But it's off, like far left or far right, that means you need to turn really hard to get to where you're going. That basically wraps up the captain's role. Planning to do another one on the original Enterprise in the planning, but if you want a certain role to be start off with on the original, then comment down below what role you want doing first, and I'll see if I can do it. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. Bye for now.